Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I've come back to do part 2 in Pop Manga Mermaids and Other Sea Creatures by Camilla D'Erico. And we're doing this mermaid here. And I didn't really do much work on her other than using a Caran d'Ache blender pencil, and I kind of blended around. And then I lightened the edge of her tail and a little bit up here just using a little eraser. And I just erased some of the pencil lines just to lighten up this area down here. So other than that, I didn't do anything to her other than give her a teeny tiny bit of pink under both eyes. So today we're going to be doing her hair and maybe the bathtub or some of these little rubber duckies. We will find out how long this works. So I'm going to lower the camera. We're working with Polychromos, and I will leave a link down below of all the colors, just like I did for part 1. And I will lower the camera down and we will start working. Okay, I've grabbed a bunch of colors here because her hair is going to be multicolored. Kind of like her tail. So I've grabbed some of the turquoise that I used in the tail, the light cobalt and the dark cobalt turquoise. I've grabbed the pinks that I used in here, and those are the light purple pink and the pink madder lake. The yellow that I did the accents with, and then I grabbed the crimson. I'm not sure if I used that over here, but I had pulled it out to use. And I have a blue violet. Like I said, I will leave the links down below, plus all the colors that I used previously on her tail. Okay, so we're going to start on the edges of her hair, and I want to go in with the kind of a purpley tip on all the edges here. So this is the blue violet, and we're just gonna kind of stroke some color in here on the edges of her hair. Can you see down here? Nope. Okay, down here also, just kind of bringing the purple on up. Sharp pencil and just doing little flicks of the pencil up. Bring the color up a little bit. I don't want too much of it because we're going to do multi-shades. So her bangs here, getting a little more purple in there. Around her shoulder here. Right here by her hand. A little coming down over the tub. And then a little coming down over the back end of the tub. Just a little. Okay, then we're going to move into our next color of the rainbow. And we're going to bring in a little bit of the blue. Add a little in there. Doesn't have to be terribly much, it just has to kind of, it's our tradition or transitional color. Okay, now we're going to go into the turquoise. So we have the wrong color here. want the Cobalt turquoise. This one is a bluish turquoise. I guess that would work, but I want the Cobalt one. So we're going to set that one aside and just come in with a tiny bit of the turquoise. Okay, then we're going to go in with the lighter one. We'll be doing a couple of layers of this. Okay, get in a little of the yellow. Okay, we're going to start in on the pinks, and we're going to come down with the purple. I'll get to the name just a second. This is the crimson. That's what it's called. So I'm going to bring that down. We'll bring it up here, just bring some strands up. Okay, then we're going to go in with the pink. So this one is the Pink Madder Lake. And this one is the light purple pink. We're going to go in up here too. A little pinker. Oops. Okay, we're going to go back in with the crimson up here. Go in with the white. This is the Prisma color white, so I'm just gonna pull some of that in there. Okay. We're going to go back in with the darkest of the purples or the blues. Add that in here just up a bit more. We're going to go through all the colors doing the same thing until she has a full head of hair. Okay, I'll add a little bit of the purple. Oops, it's pushing pretty hard there so I can get a definition between those curls. Okay, I'm going to go in with the white again. Kind of blend those colors together. Okay, now we're going to take the blender pencil and just run it across all that. And there we go. Kind of liking that. I think we'll add just a little bit more of the yellow up here on her bangs. Down a little in here too, just wherever you think it needs some color. I wanted kind of a rainbow effect. Okay, now we're gonna go down here to the little rubber duckies, and each duck is going to be done the same way. So I'm going to pull out some oranges. Get some dark color. These three look good. Well, we'll find out when I put them down. Oh. Light cadmium red 117, a cadmium orange 111, and the light yellow glaze that we've used in the picture. So we will start on this ducky. Make a yellow ducky. We're just going to put down a base of the yellow. Okay, then we're going to kind of define it with the second or the medium shade. Kind of go around the edges, around the beak. Down in his chest and on his little tail feathers. Kind of making a curve where his head is. And we can give him a little wing here. Put a little color in his beak too. Okay, this is the darkest shade. Then we'll go back in with the lightest shade and kind of blend it all in. Get a medium orange, so this one is a dark cadmium yellow. I think that'll look good in there too, to darken that. So there we go. Now I will be darkening his eyes, so let's see if we can find my black. Yep, black. So we'll just darken the eye completely. And then we'll put a little tiny white dot. So I'll do one more ducky, and this one's laying sideways. Give him a little wing. This is the look of a wing. The dark orange. And then go back over it with the light yellow. And the black for his eyes. There we go. So all the decks will be done like that. So instead of spending a whole time on the duckies, we will, let's see, I'll work on the feet of the tub. Be done the same color as the helmet up here, so we need to get some browns out and red, and we got the yellows and oranges. Okay, so I've got out the Caput Mortium Number on that is 169. I have a Cadmium Violet, which is 263, and I have a Magenta. I need to get some more browns. Raw Umber, 180, and Brown Ochre. We'll see what we got here. We can put some yellow in. It's a clawfoot tub, and these are they kind of look like an octopus to me, so I'm going to pretend it is an octopus. We're going to kind of color it in with some pink on it. So we're just going to darken the foot up. That was the brown ochre. We're going in with the raw umber here. Okay, we're doing both feet, so we're going to do them both the same way. I'm going to put in some of the brown ochre on this one. Okay, we're going to go in with some Cadmium and darken that up a little bit. Kind of has a red color to it. Okay, we're going to bring in some yellow. Then we're going to bring in some burnt umber here. Okay, now we're going to bring in some of the pink. So this one is the light purple pink. Just around this little knobby thing. Okay. Gonna bring in the cadmium red too. Just kind of over the area that's connected to the tub. Okay, then we're just going to go in with the brown ochre and dull it all down a little bit. And that's kind of a fun color to go with. Go back in with some dark umber and just darken up the bottom of the ball here. Okay, now for the tub. I'm going to hold those out because I can use those same colors up here on the helmet, so I might as well just start up there, huh? So this is the brown ochre. Kind of just going to put a light coat on it. Okay, I'm going to go in with the burnt umber into the darker areas. Okay, we'll bring in some of the Caput Mortem Violet. And we'll bring in some of the pink. Okay, tiny bit of the yellow. Okay, then we'll go in with the, find it. I've got them all in my hand. Just the plain Cobalt. I'm just going to use it to shadow everything. Okay, then we're going to take in the light one we started with. First is the raw umber, and we're just going to blend it in with everything. Just putting a little more trip pressure on that when I'm putting it down so it darkens it up at the top, a little more on the sides. And then the last step is we take the blending pencil and go over the whole kit and caboodle. And there we have a nice little helmet. I'll do the blending pencil down on the feet also. And there we go. Guess I could use it on the duckies. They're awfully small though. Whee! There we go. Okay. And then we have the bathtub to do. So I have to put these pencils away and we will be right back. Okay, for the tub we're going to do it in grays. So I have the cold grays. Cold gray 1, which is 230, cold gray 3, 232, and cold gray 4, which is 233. And I'm going to go with the darkest. So I'm going to put dark underneath the rim of the tub and on the side of the tub. The tub is round, or at least I want to give it the illusion of being round, curved. And on the bottom here, so we're going to go around the feet. And we're going to go up about that far just to start with. And we're not going to forget to go down on the rim up here. And right up next to where she is, leaving blank in between that. So the darkest at the top. So just about that far up. I'm trying to do this lightly, but I'm also doing it a real weird angle on my wrist. Okay, then we're going to bring in the second lightest color, and that is the cold gray number 3. And just kind of go over everything and bring it out a little further. Very light touch on this also. and laying the pencil kind of almost flat on the paper, very lightly running it around. So it's laying smooth like that. Just trying to cover a little bit more the softer edge on it. Okay, then we're going to go in with the lightest color and blend all that together, and this is the Gold Gray 1. So basically touching everything I touched before and then just coloring. The whole tub is going to be the gray color. And I'll erase, if I color over all these little bubbles, I'll get the color out of those. Okay, and any place I didn't get really smooth, we'll go back in with the blender and see if we can't correct that a little bit. Be careful around the colors so you don't blend the colors into the tub. Okay, and on the side. Any place that we think got too dark, we can use a little eraser on. As soon as we find my little eraser. Where to go? Hold on. Okay, the tub worked out okay. I just blended it some more. And one of the things I've noticed about these Polychromos is if you blend them with your finger even, you can get that to rub in or rub off. Either way, it comes on your finger. Anyway, so the tub's done and I finished the little duckies. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, which is something I don't really recommend using, but I'm going to use some of this because it's a really light blue and it's Distress Oxide. It won't bleed through your paper or anything. It's not going to put too much water or ink on your paper. The thing it does do is it's an oxide, meaning that it is a hybrid ink, water-based, but it is both a distress ink and a oxide part that lays up on top of the paper. So the best thing I can say is kind of like it's a chalk kind of ink. It sits up on top. It takes a while to dry. It will dry, but it'll take a while. It's not going to like put it down and then color on it with pencils. You have to give it some time to dry. But it's a nice color, and I want to go around her in a light blue and possibly get some of these in the little foamy bubbles that we have here. So I'm going to go ahead and test it out. So I'm just going to put very, very, very light pressure because this stuff is creamy and it will lay down and cover up everything on your paper. So I'm just very light touch, almost non-existent touching. And I'm just going around. I'll show you what I mean by it will go down like crazy. So this is just a blank piece of paper, and I mean it just smears, so you have to be real careful. One of the reasons I don't recommend using it, but I bought some of these to try because someone had asked if you could use the oxides in a coloring book. Well, yeah, you can, but you have to be real careful with them. Okay, so I'm just lightly touching it and kind of outlining all the little foam bubbles, trying to keep them white, but if I go in, I can use a white gel pen. Okay, I'm running out of ink on this, so it's okay to put it down just a little bit more on the paper. Okay, we'll go down this side. Okay, more over on that side. Just kind of giving it a random and blobby feel to it. And if you want, there's a little bit of, put a little inner tail here. A little on the base of these little bubbles. So we're kind of getting some blue for the bubbles. Well, that might be a little too much, but that's the way it goes. We'll put a little blue down here on these bubbles that are on the ground. Let's spill it out of the tub. And just kind of give it a little washing down there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put some water on this. If I can find, it's just like everything is running around on my desk today. Not where it belongs. That's not a good wash rag. Let's see, this should be okay. Okay, we'll see how this works. We're gonna wet this up here We're going to attempt to wet this because my spray bottle is not doing its thing. And we'll give it a little splattered look. A little more up here. And I don't think we got enough ink down here, but we're gonna give it some anyway. And over here. There we go. We're gonna have to let that dry before I do anything else. What I want to do is take this white gel pen and I want to go around, let's see, need a piece of paper here. Okay, we want to go around, where was I? We'll go here. And the bubbles that are out here. And just make them, or try to make them look like the foaming bubbles they're supposed to be. Soap bubbles. Might have to add some blue in there to give them some highlights, but okay, I'm just going to go around and cover all these with the pen. Add in some drops, but it dries kind of nice like that, and we're just going to cover them up. Then I'm going to put some stickles on them just to brighten them up. So I'll show you how I'm going to do that, because it's going to take forever. We've got what do I want to do with silver? Oh, here we go. This one's kind of a green color. This one's called Crystal. So I'm going to add some of these in the bubbles, just down kind of on the bottom. Boom, like that. Maybe on the drips that come out of the tub, like that. So if there's a drip, we'll go on the bottom and kind of drag it up a little bit. Little spots, we'll add those in. And just kind of sparkle up the bubbles a bit. And pretend she has a glitter bath bomb in there. I'll do the ones that I already put white on so you can see what that'll look like. Okay, and her boy, I can talk. I'm so sorry. Her bath sponge. I'm going to go ahead and put white on that also. I'll do a better job. Trying to do this far away. But it's a sponge, and we're going to glitter that up too. Okay, and all her bubbles will get glittered. I'll probably put a little bit in her hair also, and I was going to use the white pen down here on her tail and kind of go over these black lines a little bit just to lighten up the fin down here a bit. I liked it a little thinner or a little lighter down at the bottom. And then I might do the same thing here with her little fins that come off down here. Lighten that up a little bit. So on these here. And I just put my hand in glitter over here. Okay, so I'm going to lighten those up. I'll also lighten the ones that are up here. And we have a drip coming, so we'll put glitter in that. And we might add in some white in her hair up here. Okay. So other than that, we are done, and I will post a picture at the end what she looks like when I get all of the white done and the glitter put on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope everybody has a wonderful MerMay. I've left a link down in the description box down below to Becky's channel if you want to join in her color along for the anime manga coloring she's doing. So she's doing anime. She's going to allow any manga pictures or any of the style type pictures in that. So have fun with that if you'd like to join that, and her hashtag will be listed down below. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you want to be notified on my next video, please ring the bell. Subscribe if you'd like. If you have already, thank you so much. And if you want to give me a thumbs up, that helps a lot. Take care now, everybody. I'll see you in the next video.